Dr. Choi?
Jessica Pope. She was found by fire with a bag over her head. Resuscitated at the scene in a coma ever since.
Attempted suicide.
Or murder. PD's investigating. The thing is, her bone marrow biopsy just came back. No stem cells, nothing. Looks like it was blasted by chemo.
Cancer patient. Might explain suicide. Let me know if anything changes.
You got it.
How is she?
The same. It turns out she was on chemo. What do you guys know about her?
Not a lot at this time.
That's all that was salvaged from the scene.
It's her personal belongings, a couple books, receipts. We processed them, didn't find anything useful.
Hey, Daniel, why don't you take a look at this?
Never know what you might find. A lot of receipts, organized. Get ready for tax season.
Guys, forensics just came in. They only found her prints at the scene. There's no signs of foul play. All the evidence is pointing to suicide.
No change in her labs yet. Let's run another test in 4 hours.
Dr. Choi,
Yeah.
I heard about the bone marrow depletion. It's the focus of my research. There are so many discrete causes and variations. I thought we could run a few extra tests to rule out any possible...
Whatever you think, Reese. Titrate her nor-epi to keep her MAP at 60. We'll need to up the rate on her vent.
Okay.
I'm not convinced.
About what?
Jessica Pope had a confirmation for a round-trip ticket from Paris 6 months from now. Okay, presumably when she's in remission. A conservative, responsible person with cancer, they doesn't do that unless they have high hopes, right? So she's sick, but she thinks she's getting better. Why'd she kill herself? Something's hinky.
Hinky. Did you just say hinky?
Yeah, but humor me. You know, women almost always leave suicide notes. Where's the note?
Well, maybe it was destroyed in the fire.
And maybe it wasn't a suicide.
Have you been binging on Mannix again?
You don't like it? Stop sending me box sets for Christmas.
All right, okay. Next year will be Sanford and Son.
Dr. Halstead, do you think that your policeman brother might do you a little favor?
Turned over some rocks on the Jessica Pope case like you asked me to.
And?
I had the documents lab restore some papers from her place. And I found this.
Thank you. That's Charles.
Suicide note?
But she didn't do it because she was sick.
My fault because I trusted him. I'm a fool. I can't live with his betrayal.
Maybe a lover?
Is this the whole thing?
That's all they could restore. What's going on?
Jessica Pope. Suicide after all.
Really? Because I just got some very weird test results. They confirm she's dying from an overdose of chemo.
What's weird about that?
The results also show that she never had cancer.
Just a very weird case, you know? Turns out Jessica Pope did try and commit suicide, but that's not what's killing her. It's an overdose of chemo for a cancer she does not have.
She was misdiagnosed?
And overtreated.
Someone needs to have their license taken away.
Yeah. At the very least.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, come in. The patient that was hit by a car.
Yeah, Danny Frank.
I'd like to expedite the autopsy.
Everything I did was by the book. She was non-responsive, and until I could rule out a bleed...
Not questioning your performance for a second. Dr. Choi's patient, Jessica Pope, she's dying from an overdose of chemo.
And we know Danny had a chemo port.
And she seized before she was hit by the car. Could indicate an overdose.
Dr. Charles wants to make sure these two cases aren't related.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get pathology on it.
We need to intubate.
Copy. Scope.
She's biting down. Give me 20 of etomidate, 100 of rocuronium.
Copy.
She's dropping.
20 of etomidate,
Come on.
100 of rocuronium. O2 down to 87.
Got it.
O2 down to 84. 83.
Give me some cricoid pressure.
Can you see the cords?
Uh-huh. I'm in.
81. 84. 88. 91. 97. 100.
She's stable. Take over bagging, hook her up on a vent. Excuse me.
Dr. Halstead tells me that your chemo patient, despite your continuing efforts, continues to decline.
Carol Shepard. Yes.
Dr. Choi has a patient in similar circumstances, though it turns out that she never had cancer at all.
You know, now that you mention it, Carol has oral cancer, but I've never been able to find a tumor. I thought maybe it had cleared.
I think it'd be a good idea to run some biomarkers. Just confirm she had cancer in the first place.
You think there might be a connection between Ethan's patient and mine?
Hope not. Gentlemen.
Dr. Charles. Danny OD'd on chemo. That explains why she seized in the street.
Yeah, it's not the troubling part. Yeah, she was loaded up on chemo. But this woman never had cancer. Two patients in one day overdose on chemo, and neither had cancer.
Which I must admit does seem suspicious.
Well, it could be a new oncologist in town making incorrect diagnoses.
Or even just mixing up a few charts.
Yeah, but even then, like, why the overdoses? And on the same day?
What do we know about these women?
Jessica's note said she felt betrayed.
And Danny's girlfriend said Danny was upset about something, but wouldn't talk about it.
Something was going on with both of these women.
Yeah, but we don't have any medical records, no information that might link them. I'm gonna get in touch with some local oncologists, see if there've been any problems with their chemo or if they've had other patients in the same condition. Thank you.
Sure.
Natalie,
Yeah.
Carol Shepard's biomarkers just came back. She never had cancer.
You're sure? So she is just like Ethan's patient.
And Dr. Rhodes' patient, Danny. That's 3 today.
Oh my God.
3 women, all cancer-free, overdosed on chemo. Somebody's doing this on purpose.
Do you think a doctor's doing this? Giving false diagnoses and overdosing?
I do.
It's a long way from do no harm. I've called the police. They're on their way.